For children who identify as transgender, I want you to also know that these policies are being implemented in order to protect the choices you have regarding altering your physical body.
Alberta's Premier says sweeping policy changes on gender identity are about protecting kids. But Luca Roger Duncan isn't so sure. At 25, he remembers very well what it was like to be a transgendered teen.
In her statement, she says, we want these kids to know that they're loved, but in doing what she's doing and in saying what she's saying, she's implying that that love is in fact conditional.
Alberta is the third Canadian province to introduce a policy on parental rights when it comes to gender identity. Alberta, Saskatchewan and New Brunswick now require parental consent for students under the age of 16 who want to change their name or pronouns. But Alberta has taken its measures further, banning hormonal treatment and puberty blockers for children under 16 and prohibiting gender-reaffirming surgery for those 17 and under.
I certainly do not want children to be making decisions before maybe they've even had sex.
But physicians who work with the transgender community say they were not consulted.
We have guidelines, we have science, we have everything backing up the decisions we make. So it's not a place of a premier or a political party to tell us what to do medically.
The policy is not enforceable until it becomes legislation. When that happens, Egal Canada plans to challenge the new laws in court.
It's deeply troubling that Alberta has taken this decision because it amounts to an attempt to erase gender diverse people from society.
Those applauding Alberta's policy are calling it an important first step.
The cult, the insanity that's been sweeping the culture with this transgender ideology, the theory of gender identity, the theory of gender expression, it's collapsing before our eyes, and thank goodness.
Roger Duncan has a different message for transgender youth.
I would tell them that it's scary and it's okay to feel sad and angry and grieve.
He says he's proof that transgender people exist, have a voice, and that as a community, that voice will be heard.
And Heather's with me now. Heather, Premier Smith says she doesn't want to politicize this whole issue. Her critics say that's exactly what she's doing. How much of this is pandering to social conservatives who helped get her elected?
Yeah, Donna, you really can't ignore how Danielle Smith became premier. She claimed the party leadership after appealing to the most socially conservative faction of the UCP and was then elected by sweeping the most conservative rural ridings. So this was a legislation, this was a policy that was very popular at the UCP's most recent AGM. And given the experience of Jason Kenney, who lost party support after angering those social conservatives, you can really see the politics at play. Donna?
All right, Heather Yourex-West in Calgary, thanks.